for the Super NES. We have to crop the video properly. Hang on. All I know about this is a lot of people don't really like it very much. So I really don't know what to expect. Feel like the picture's a little high in the capture. That's probably better. Yeah, core design. It doesn't have like a horrible reputation either, mind you. It's just kind of there. Right there. No, right there. There we go. On Amiga, yeah. So it is. Well, the real first SNES game on Platformageddon was Days Before Christmas, but we have to delay it. But you notice it says this is game 12. Game 11 is going to be Days Before Christmas, so we're gonna do some time travel. Now, I have a confession to make. Since I streamed all day yesterday, I completely forgot to look up the thank you, Tepid Snake. I completely forgot to look up the box art for the new choices. So, what is it? Game list, or I think it's exclamation point choices, isn't it? Game exclamation point list, maybe. There we go. So at the end of all these games, we run a raffle, and whoever wins the raffle picks the next game to be played. And the choices today. You know how a lot of the time it's like there are like 2 good games and then 2 kind of mediocre games and 1 piece of crap? That's not the case this time. Yeah, if you don't mind, Sheriff. That's pretty fun, Phil. So I don't really know anything about this game. I know it doesn't have like the best reputation or the worst. I'll get him figured out. A Bridgewater, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand at least like the visual design sense of Amiga games, honestly. I got to play an Amiga once when I was a kid, and like they were not by any means common in the US. I forget exactly how it worked. Like there was some guy that my parents knew who I think he did like graphic design, and he had an Amiga. We went over to his house exactly once, and he was listening to Megadeth and playing the Amiga. And he let me play a bunch of Amiga games. And like back then, for some reason, the Amiga seemed like a technical marvel, even compared to the Super NES and the Mega Drive. I don't really know why this is. But, because like revisiting it now, it's like, what? These games are just kind of nothing, but you could do different color stuff, I guess. I don't really know why it was so impressive to me. Plock, I think Plock counts. Yeah, Video Toaster, I wondered later on if that was why he had an Amiga, yeah. I used to want to do, for some reason, I used to want to make anime fan subs, even though I like didn't know Japanese. Really not sure why I cared, but so I wanted an Amiga. They were really cheap at this point too. It would have been like $40. They don't cost $40 anymore. Oh, and yeah, I know all about Up to Jump. Super putty. Unfortunately, it may, yeah. Okay, so I think that's enough setup, right? But for anyone who doesn't know, there'll be a raffle at the end of this, and whoever wins the raffle has to pick from 5 not very good games. 4 not very good games and Super Turrican. Mohawk and Headphone Jack I will not be doing because it will give me a headache. And it's also like really easy to get lost in that game, so. All right, let's go. Wolf ship, get ready. Oh, that made me dizzy too. Speaking of which. I watched the demo The whole thing, for some reason, it didn't really occur to me how silly it would be to use this stupid attack. Is this how you punch? You personally? Look at this. How's the volume, by the way? Whoa, I'm a wolf. Oh boy. I bet you this is one of those games where if you take too many hits and you lose your power up at the wrong time, it sucks. Yeah, does Skulljacker count? Whoop. Like, I realize that I've configured the rules such that ultimately whatever counts is my call, right? But based on those 3 criteria, does it count? You can't hear the music at all, really? What about now? I turned it way the hell up. Woo! Hey, thanks for the raid, Barley Bap. How are you? And Freezing Inferno. Is the volume better now? Music's all right. I've played way worse. Heard way worse. This is a really engaging boss fight. Thanks for the follow. This is a really engaging boss fight. Do you think they understood that when you were like flush with the gun, the bullets wouldn't hit you? All right, so here we go. Yeah, we're doing Amiga on the SNES. For anyone who's like totally new here, hey, thanks for the follow, and you're not sure what you walked in on, I have a project I'm doing where I'm trying to beat every action platformer released on console through, I think, the PlayStation era is where I'm going to cut it. This is a short list of most of the criteria. So basically, if it's like Mario, where your primary attack is jumping, and you like have to get a power up or ammo to use a dedicated attack button, that doesn't count. I just didn't want to play like 4,000 Mario ripoffs. Oh dear. It's an experience. That's cool. Yeah, thank you. Oh. This one, like, it's kind of a run and gun, I suppose. But you do spend a lot of time using a melee attack. Oh no. I feel like there's going to be a huge difference between getting to a boss with some wolf time left and completely wolfless. Yeah, for sure. I've noticed that gigantic health totals seem to be really common around this era of video gaming. Well, it's not as Amiga as you can get because there's a jump button instead of up to jump. I don't know what wolf doors are. Fucking. Yeah. Have you played this one before, Sepasai? Does it just do 3 shots and then a charge? Hey, thanks, Fel. Barley, I think you had to go, but if you're here, enjoy your emotes. Please shoot. Please shoot. Downloaded. Nope, not downloaded. If weapons require ammo, I don't want to do it. Thank you, Sheriff. Dense jungle. Oh, I think this might have finite continues, I want to say. It's probably not that big a deal, frankly. Is this kind of Alien Soldiery? I've never played that before. That's going to be a Platformageddon first for me. We'll have to find out. Oh. Bye, Wolfchild. Yeah, I know that much about Alien Soldier. Oh my gosh. What did I just get? I think I got the X and extra, maybe. I've never beaten Altered Beast. I kind of want to. Oh, I know this part because of the attract mode. Oh, look at this cool little robot. Yeah, probably. It's fine to have enemies that just stand there and shoot. Maybe when that's all you've got, it gets a little old, but... Oh! Oh, 10? Oh, 2 continues, okay. How many stages are in this game, do we know? Yeah, Spelunky, I guess. I actually remember kind of being impressed with that in Spelunky. It's like, it felt like a well thought out mechanic. Rather than just like, well, okay, spikes instantly kill you in every other platformer if you just so much as touch them, so we should do that this way too. And it's like impossible to imagine Spelunky being very good if, what on earth is going on here? How do you not get hit? Blackthorn? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like cinematic platformers, but I could probably do... There aren't, whoops, too many on the SNES, right? There's... Do we call it Out of This World or do we call it Another World? So I know it's both of those titles, but which one do we call it in the US? Anyway, there's that one, and there's like a Prince of Persia that I think is a bad port, maybe. Out of This World, okay. Yeah, and then there's Flashback as well. Oops. What about the Prince of Persia 2? Was that one canceled? Does it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know about the ammo thing. The more I do this, the So the reason that there are so many limitations on what counts is, first of all, like, I don't want to get stuck playing any games that I know I'm going to have zero fun with. But the more important issue, or the more pressing issue, is like, I didn't want to get stuck playing like 4,000 games, because that's not a project that's ever going to be completed, you know. Some people could do that for sure, but I don't think I'm the kind of person who can get all the way through like a bazillion game project. Oh, the Genesis one was canceled. Okay. I've even been thinking about going nuts and just doing Mario-style platformers too. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is Wolfchild. The game's fine. I just started it, so you know. Hey, Hungry Twins. Hello, Rusty. Thanks, thanks, Anonymous Gifter. Enjoy your emotes if you caught a sub. Yeah, that's kind of why I had all these like weird criteria for what counts toward this project, is like, I don't think anyone really wants to watch a bunch of mediocre games. I think they want to watch good games and terrible games. And yes, I agree, Doric Dream. Sometimes I would rather just perish in an instant death pit than be sent backwards in an Amiga game. Yeah, sometimes Twitch takes its time on the gift subs. Now I'm a wolf. Oh my god. You just get hit constantly in this. Huh. That seemed like a mini boss. This is kind of sick. Oh my god, my crouching shots arc down. I just noticed that, and I'm not sure it was the case for earlier power levels. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, nuts. Oh, come on. I was pause buffering and I couldn't react to that. 5, okay. Oh no, I was supposed to stand on that thing. Oh man. There we go. You know, are they really that similar? Are they more similar to one another than Japanese games are to one another? the big Wolfchild pose at the end. Sick. I know a lot of Amiga games use like a lot of pillow shading, which to me just looks terrible. Huh? Oh, did it blow up? Oh, it teleports, okay. My God. He can just spawn, he can telefrag you. Oops, turn around, please. This is definitely a fixed pattern, right? God. That game is really something. You know, that's actually not a very difficult fight once you know what you're supposed to do. It's just until then, it's like, it's essentially impossible. Hell yeah, blown up. Dude, was that the boss? I don't know, I thought I was like tangling with a mini boss or something. It is. Is that the Osakan? So one thing that's really important to know about that fight is if you are crouching when you take a hit in Dracula X, you don't get knocked back. So if it looks as though damage is unavoidable, you should crouch. And that especially helps with the second phase. Ooh, ooh. For a second, I thought it just killed me outright. I get it now. Oh, look at your username. You tell me. Wait. Is this Shadow of the Beast's fault? This shit where there's just stuff falling on you and you just get hit. Is that possible? Okay. Okay. This is a US release, so this is running at the intended frame rate. The 50-60 hertz issue was with Days Before Christmas, which I'm pretty sure was running too fast. God, why would you try to punch a boulder? There we go. This is Sarlacc, right? Yeah. You right on this? I don't know. It's just gamer instinct. Oh. Why would you punch us? I feel like it takes me too long to learn my lesson sometimes. Oh, that's really funny, game. You can't even get there. Yeah, that's what I'd heard about this game too, is that like it's not awesome, like you're not gonna see this on a lot of like top 10 lists or anything, but you could also do a lot worse. Okay. Sure. Is the Amiga version better? Or is it just because the culture surrounding Amiga games is different, you know? This is a port. Ports of Turrican are in. Yeah, the list is not that great this time. Whoops. No, turn around. Please turn around, Wolfchild. I bet I just fell for a trick there. I bet I should have kept going to the right. Thank you, Sepasai. Yeah, this was supposed to be days before Christmas, but I couldn't get it to run at the proper speed. All right, Sheriff. Be that way. Oh my God. Why do I feel like I've heard of that before, Magic Boy? This stage is super long, dude. Remember the super long dude commercials for that Japanese candy? This is me mashing jump. Hey, you like this? The Sega CD version? Yes, but not tonight. The Sega CD will get added to the game list. Ah. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Remember the Fanta commercial? Remember the Fanta commercials? With the different school teachers? Oh my God, dude, I can't hit them. There we go. The hitbox is so strange on this thing. No, the Fanta ads I'm talking about are Japanese. Yo, Chakan. Chakan is not going to count because of the, like, it has to be linear thing. But you know what? I should play Chakan, like, tonight. I'm not going to play it tonight, but That's been on my list for a long time. I think Shakan like kind of rules and is kind of also a piece of crap. It's both. Yeah, Shakan is pretty hard. Technically linear, but like, gosh, oh my gosh. Like I said, I don't think Shakan would count. Oh, I get what you're saying though. Yeah, it's technically linear, but I mean, you could say that about any non-linear game. Like, well, if you just, oh my, the first one of these you ever encounter is hidden behind a spider web. That game, like, you have to try really hard to figure out what the linear path through everything is. And so that doesn't count. Does that make sense? I think Risky Woods is the most Genesis game, or the most Amiga Genesis game you can think of. I bet I wanted to make that jump. You can't crouch that. Look at this. Really, like back in the day? Oh. Don't punch the rock. It's a big rock. What do you think is going to happen? Oh. I know I'm not Wolf. You don't have to rub it in. They just asked the devs for cheat codes. That's funny. They just waxed those floors. Gee, I wonder where this is going. If I may, a cardinal sin of game design. There's only one. There's only one wrong way to design a game, and that's if you have a swinging like hammer or buzz saw or something, and the chain itself has a hitbox. That's a cardinal sin, and this game avoids that, so this game's good. Just if you were curious how that works. That would be a little different, Duke. Or if the chain was just the word hitbox. Thanks for the follow. I assume it was my incredibly correct opinions about swinging pendulum obstacles. Surely there's gonna be like a buzz saw or something. No, just the end of the level. Yeah, I think Rondo has that maybe. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Is this a boss that's just like a rush of a bunch of normal enemies? God, dude. Hey, I feel like I'm not making progress here. I feel like this isn't right. That's right. This is satisfying. Can you stand on enemies? You've got an idea there. Well, you can't though. But that was a cool idea. Huh? That really was the boss. I just had to kill a sufficient number of them. Really? That was it. Good boss. Oh man, this is something, this one. They might have run out of space, because apparently this version has only 5 levels and other versions of the game have like 9, so... Whoa, 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 sick! Look at this fucking parallax. Whoa, the top of the thing. Why would you only put spikes on the bottom if the whole thing hurts? Oh, enemies. This is the world's longest Akira elevator. Hey, I know I have some other like real hardware people in chat. Explain to me. I have an FX Pack Pro. There's not a way using the FX Pack Pro to somehow play at 50 hertz, right? I would need like a 50 hertz, 60 hertz switch to play PAL games at their correct speed. Is that true? Am I correct? Am I supposed to be doing something? Or is this just a really long section where it keeps spawning the same... It is. I'm not that surprised since there was a boss that was pretty much exactly that just now too. Yeah, the SNES needs to be modded. That makes sense. Am I correct that you're like underclocking the CPU when you do that? Like... I think I have a friend who has a 50 hertz, 60 hertz switch on his Super NES. Getting the impression the SNES might need to be modded. Just a hunch. I mean, I could, but it seems like it is designed to be played at 50 hertz. The problem with the Mister is, my SNES core died, but put the console in a time dilation chamber. Well, I don't know. I'd have to break out the spare time dilation chamber. Whoops. Which I was really hoping to use to prolong my next birthday. I mean, I could fix the Mister if I beat Wolfchild tonight, which it's looking pretty possible. Pipe directly from hell. Boing. God. This game never lets you do anything fun. What's over here? Did I just blow something up on the other side of this wall? No. Whoa, whoa, cool. He's dead. That was sick. This is so silly how so many of the enemies just don't attack you. They just kind of push you around. Yeah, I could get the Mr. Core running today. I just didn't want to like open the stream with that, frankly. Help me out. I can SSH into my Mr., right? What is the default login, like root 1 or something? Come on now. I think this music is fine, yeah. Oh, please jump. Root and 1, okay. Yo, this is the third time in as many streams, Beepner, that the 90s Swamp Thing cartoon has come up on this channel. This is quickly becoming the 90s Swamp Thing cartoon fan club. The cartoon with the funniest theme song of all time. Yeah, isn't there like an NES Swamp Thing that like sucks really bad? It's on the list. And it's like supposed to be one of the worst games on the console, isn't it? Yeah, it's just Wild Thing. Did you know they made a second version of that? Where I think what happened was they took like they searched their music library for just like blues guitar. Come on. Well, maybe this was a good place to fall. I think they searched their like music library for just blues guitar and they changed the music to that. Oh my god, the ultimate weapon is a downgrade. My guess is they found out, oh, we don't have the rights to Wild Thing. So for those who don't know, you know the rock song Wild Thing, where the lyrics, the chord progression is like bum 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 bum, like that one. You know that song? There was a Swamp Thing cartoon that lasted, I think, 4 episodes. It was really bad. Oh dear, not going that way. And the theme song was just that Wild Thing song, but instead of the lyrics being Wild Thing, you make my heart sing, it was Swamp Thing, you're amazing. And it's really silly. But, well, a whole lot of songs are that same basic riff. You could even argue it's like not that different from like More Than a Feeling, although I think it's not the same like chords exactly. Anywho, shit, is More Than a Feeling the same kind of chord progression? So they at some point I think realized they didn't have the rights to Swamp Thing, so they took the exact same vocal track and put it over a completely different song that was in a different key, and it was a different tempo as well. So it just really, really obviously does not match. It's like the worst mashup you've ever heard in your life. Apparently not, Lucius, because it lasted 4 episodes. Isn't there like a comic, a Swamp Thing comic? Oh, sick! This is just gonna be the same 3 enemies over and over again. Wait, what are we looking at? Hang on. For all known PAL game. No kidding. Well, obviously it's Abacab because that's the blood code. Oh, you don't actually have to censor links anymore. It's been so long since that thing where people were posting nasty links, I've decided that for the time being, it's fine. Does one exist for Days Before Christmas? Because I would still prefer to play on the Super NES instead of the Mister if at all possible. Because I don't have any really good controllers for the Mister. Egad, beef. Yeah, that's true. See you, Lizard and Crimson. This level is 4,000 years long. Please shoot. It just never fires, I guess. Wait, these guys attack. I can't really read when enemies are gonna attack. I feel like it might be inconsistent. Yeah, that happened yesterday because a couple people like drew fan art and tried to post it, and of course the link got blown away, and I was like, ugh, why am I even bothering with this? Like, we haven't had anyone try that in so long. Is there anything up here? Whoops. Hey, thank you. All right. That was sick. Oh my god. Why would you hide this behind the foreground layer? Do you see what's going on with these platforms? Look at this. Oh shit. That is absurd. Yeah, so it's more difficult to see. Wait, where do I go, dude? Hey, Vox. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't act surprised. It's not as if that's the first time that a wall has been a lie. Are you telling me the Australia or the SNES Days Before Christmas was not only released in Australia then? Oh man. This is nuts. This little setup here. I think you just kind of have to take a little bit of damage. Oh, whatever. What? Whoa. Let's try it. Whoop. Like, losing wolf form isn't that big a deal. Okay. Yeah, it just means your chest gets cold. Yes! Wraithwall? I think this game is, like, kind of decent. I think if I had had this when I was a kid, on a computer and not like on my Super Nintendo, I would have been like, this is sick. Oh, I get it. They hurt you? Come on now. They use the same sprite for something you can walk on. I can't believe Wolfchild is the game that's gonna Amiga pill me. Oh yeah, you really want to crank those games up to 60 FPS. Give me Shadow of the Beast, but make everything impossible to react. Well, actually, Shadow of the Beast, I guess, wouldn't change much, huh? Why? Hey there, Cerebro. I'm real sorry about the noise I made. So it works, it runs at a different speed then from the 60 FPS release? No, I need the thing. All right. Hey, Plombo. Are you a Wolfchild fan? This power sucks so much. You just can't hit anything like this. I'm just gonna waste all this ammo so I get my good shot back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the walk cycles are good. Oh, whoa, big laser. You've never played it? I know, like, I think SNES Drunk doesn't really like this game, I want to say. Or I might be thinking of another one. There's another one, I can never remember the name. It's like Rascal or like Rusty or something. It's like a Realm, maybe. Might be the name of this game. And it's a really Amiga-y game on the Super NES. That might be the one I'm thinking of that SNES Drunk just really doesn't like. And maybe this was one that Duke Donuts didn't like. Duke, do you dislike this one? So far, this does not appear to be a very challenging attack pattern. Oh, okay. Who's like a bad comedian voice I can learn how to do? I've heard of Ebby rolls, but this is ridiculous. Of course, that's not a shrimp, is it? Oh, big! Let me guess, beginning of the stage. I can't do the Gilbert Gottfried voice. Pretty difficult to not take damage here. You can hit it safely twice per cycle. 3 times. 2 times. Oh shit. Oh shoot. Oh! Hey, thanks, Epicide. You know, my back is really hurting me. I don't think it is the stream yesterday that did it. I was using my phone in the bed, and it hurt my back, I think, a lot because I was lying down on my side, which I do not like to do. I'm stretching now, though. Emily, I'm stretching here. You can't even see me over the stretch icon. That's not fair. Damn it. Enjoy it while it lasts. This is not gonna stick around forever. Inner core. Yeah, I was in a good mood when somebody asked me if I could bring it back. Hey, Jordan. Jordan, you weren't here. It didn't get picked. Ooh! Is that 2 damage? It didn't get picked, but one of the games in the raffle last time was Miracle Row Pit. Yeah, not forever, dog. Thank you, Deep Shock. Hang on, I gotta get some water. Hang on. All right, I'm back. You're thinking of Damma, right? I think the temperature of the water matters. Ah, nuts. Excuse me? Where'd the platform go? Sponge dinosaurs. What are antlions doing in this level? This is a base. Oh, nuts. These are like Revenge of Shinobi enemy placements. Yes! Well, this room is intense. There's so much going on. Oh, man. I thought there would be incentive to go down here for some reason. But no, it's just somewhere they wanted to put an enemy. Oh. Thank you, Deep Shock. The funny thing is, a lot of the time a couple times there was a totally new obstacle that was obscured by the foreground layer. Like something you'd never seen before. Wolf. I feel like that's pretty common with Amiga games. They even have a lot of sick looking assets, but you just kind of see the same ones for like gigantic, like several hour stretches of the game. You know, several hour. Or in this case, 20 minutes, but it feels longer. nuts. Yeah, I know about that. That there's a longer version. I despawned that platform too. Oh, not the spikes. Come on now. Oh no! That's weird. I swear I tried to walk into that wall and it didn't let me. Or... Oh yeah, the no damage run. This is my last life on my last continue. It's the last stage too, but I get the feeling I'm gonna run out of continues at least once. Oh. Dude! This is sick, man! I'm sure progress is this way, right? Yeah, it is kind of Metroid-y. And just as good. Respawned. I like how we've all been kind of like lulled to sleep by this game. So there were like 2 mammoth statues and like another thing. That was like super cool. What if I tried to fall on the other side? On the other side, this game is sadistic. There was no reason to assume I had guessed right, you know? Huh? I've had bombs the whole... Why don't I download the manuals when I do this, dude? I've had bombs the whole time. Controversial strategy. There. Sit there and do nothing. Wow. You can't see anything in this game, dude. Boom. Yeah, eat it. Go. I guess I'm just conditioned to rub my face into all the walls just in case by now. What? Boom! What? They hadn't done that yet. Oh. Ah. They just have like tassels attached to the back. Go. There's some really tricky jumps in this. But like, it's also never a big deal if you miss the jump. It's really weird. Yeah, I heard about that. I wish I had like a really good joke about that. Like, oh, I can't wait to see Scarlett Johansson's take on Roll or something, but she's not on like Netflix stuff. I have a theory about this. Is this a take? Could I describe what I'm about to say as a hot take? Here's what I think, all right? I think some Netflix ad exec caught on that a lot of people will like hate watch stuff that they don't like. And then they post about it all over like social media. And like if they have like investors and you can't hit the thing. If they have like investors and like advertisers who really only care about engagement and they don't care whether the engagement is positive or negative, they probably know that, okay, so making a really good series is difficult, but making a bad one is easy. And if you base that bad one on something people love, you see what I'm saying? Then they'll watch it and then they'll get really mad and they'll post about it on social media, which means everyone will know about Cowboy Bebop, I mean Mega Man. And then we'll get all those impressions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was. That's what I think. And then also, if it's not like terrible, then you'll get people who like it anyway. But I really think it's what they were going for with Cowboy Bebop specifically, because they have the original Cowboy Bebop on Netflix as well. And so they were seeing all these, they wanted people to go, oh, this Cowboy Bebop sucks so much. You have to watch the original instead. And wouldn't you know it, Netflix has that. You can watch that. So it was like they could get views on their like kind of low budget Cowboy Bebop series they made. And also on the one that they didn't make, they just bought the rights to. Yeah, the guy playing Jet looks awesome. I never saw it. I'm just saying, like, I know literally 2 people who liked it, and I know a lot more people who hated it. So, yes, Wolfchild time. What did I pick up? Jaewong? Huh? Yeah, he liked pixels too, right? I don't know. To me, there's no such thing as like bad taste or good taste, right? You just like what you like. That's how I feel. There we go. Wolfchild versus Bullchild. Oh, what the? Look at all those fireballs. I think the cage inside person I think the person in the cage is your father. If I recall, this game has some plot about like your father was working on science to turn people into half wolf hybrids, and then his lab got broken into, but you took the wolf serum or something. Please hit the guy. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, is that GG? It can't be. Did I just beat the game? Yes! Listen to this song. I never even ran out of continues. Child. It looked like it said Wolfchild when the D was over that white element in the background. These are in order, right, Sheriff? These JPEGs you sent me? Well, so Wolfchild wasn't my favorite game, but is it the worst game we've played so far? Because if it is, that just says... that doesn't really say anything about Wolfchild. It says something about every other game, you know? Wolfchild was kind of fun. Thank you for playing Wolfchild. I have played worse in my life. The end. A 7 or an 8. Yeah, it would be better if it had twice as many stages. Yeah. What if the stages were longer too? Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a common issue with Amiga games, honestly. And I have a thought about that. I would love to... Can someone put me in touch with an Amiga and Commodore 64 or ZX Spectrum or other microcomputer developer? Do we like know any who are cool? Who would be willing to get interviewed by the anime character with a little bag and little shoes? Yes, I already won. Because I have this thought, all right? A lot of Western games of this vintage have just gigantic sprawling stages. And I kind of wonder if they were like, okay, so what could we not do on the old 8-bit micros we used to work on, like the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore 64? And the conclusion they came to was like, well, we could make really big stages now. And they were like, I love it. Let's all do this and nothing else over and over again for the entire lifespan of this very popular microcomputer. Do you think I'm onto something there? Also, do you think the mic is a little too quiet? I had this thought. No, the game is just too loud, right? Has the game been kind of drowning me out this whole time, out of curiosity? I sound great. Wonderful. Jordan, you know mics, right? I was having a weird, issue with mine where it sounded bad. You know what I got? This is a Shure SM57, all right? And I got not a cloud lifter, but a dynamite, which is like the same thing, right? And I think it was a noise floor issue, actually, because I had the volume basically cranked on my preamp. It was at 99% or something. And then I was also boosting it in post, so whatever noise floor was there was getting amplified a little bit. I'm stunned that basically installing a cloud lifter for, you know, a mic that is not known to be super gain hungry by like dynamic standards turned out to be the answer. So I wasn't expecting to beat this quickly. Tell you that much. So let me switch profiles and go to sheets.google.com, because guess what time it is? It's time to review Wolfchild. All right, Rusty. You know I was in the middle of something. You knew I was in the middle of something. And you chose this exact moment. I see how it is. Okay, here we go. So for those who don't know, this is a project where at the end of every completed game, we run a raffle and a bot picks, please pay attention to the box art and not the titles. The titles are wrong. You cannot pick Mega Man 2 if you win this one. Just to be clear. All right, so let me grab the list. Yeah, thank you, Sheriff. So this is... I'm going to be referring to this list over and over again. I'm sorry. This part is not yet optimized, automated by the bot. So we've got, and let's put some music on. The review music is the Sorcerian soundtrack, just whichever version happens to grab me when I'm looking at them. So the bot picked these 5 games. If you win the raffle, you pick one of these 5 to be not the next game, but the game after that. So does anybody remember what game 4 was, by the way? Because I accidentally deleted it. Oh, that was Eldora. Yeah, okay. First off, Sorcerian music. Seems like it's a little loud. What do you think? Is this overpowering my voice? Perfectly fine. Okay. So we have 5 games to choose from. Please don't pay attention to the titles. I'm not listening to anything. I don't have a way to monitor, Jordan. That part kind of sucks. All right, so game 1 is RoboCop 3. I'm sure this is by Ocean without even looking at the list. I'm like dead certain this is Ocean. What's the year? 1992? I remember seeing it now. Let's just assume that's right. Can somebody hit the list command again? Yeah, I never saw... Yeah, okay, I did remember that. I didn't just guess, 1992. I remember seeing SWAT cats, but... Hudson Soft, yeah, I doubt it. 1995. Hey, thanks, Augersley. You do the same thing with your sub notifications that I do, where you just say the number. I think it's a real power move. All right, game 3 is Super Turrican. Also SNES. Factor 5. 1993. Game 4. I'm trying to remain unbiased. But there are some really bad games on this list. Now they could be game 4. I just wrote Rocky and Bullwinkle. And Friends. THQ, huh? 1992. And then the final game. There are some really bad games on here, and if you like to see really bad games, you might look and just look up some videos and tell me what you think. Kaiju Daikessen. Is this Famicom? Yeah, not FDS. I think this is older than the FDS, which is wild. And it's by Bandai. Bandai is something else. I feel like the maximum font size is way too big here. Have I been pouting this whole time? I've been happy. Well, if I get cheated, as you say, out of Super Turrican, it won't be forever. Every game on this list has to get played at some point. All right, so what is today? The 13th, 2021. Let me show you what I can see. Hang on. While I'm thinking about it, I want to fix this font so that it's not bad. Can you give me a second? 72. No, needs to be even smaller than 72, huh? Or wait, do I have the bounding box configured incorrectly? Yeah, let's try maximum size only. Oh, okay. All right. 96. I'm trying to find like the max or the right balance of readable and like not gigantic. I think 128 is it. Isn't that song good? This one is really good too. I do, Rusty. Why, do you have a different way you like to do it? I've heard that shaders can cause a little bit of instability. I thought about doing that too. Can you make them like 100% opaque as well? Because I like that about these drop shadows. It's actually a feature, not a bug to me. Okay. That makes sense. It's kind of a basic feature. I just want to keep it from like having this comically giant font when a title is really, really short. Yeah, I mean, lots of stuff is unstable on OBS. Not that I've really had a lot of crashing issues. There's one with my capture card driver. Oh, this was already set to be maximum size only. Weird. So did I understand this for these last two? No. If you don't know OBS, you don't know what I'm doing, and I'm sorry, but I'm almost done, so it'll be fine. Just messing with fonts. The reason I thought to do this right now is because when I pop up this browser window, right here, you see how the drop shadow like pokes out just a little bit underneath the browser window? That was like really bad before. Let's cover that up. Yeah, that works. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? BNU, you know that doesn't work. That actually got thrown into my my bot's log too. This is the oldest game that we've played so far. Well, maybe Zen Intergalactic Ninja was older, same year. So never mind. Difficulty, well, that's gonna be a 2. Obviously. Graphics, you know, I don't like. Some people just like the Amiga look by default. You know, I'm not one of those people, but here's what I don't like about the Amiga. Tons of pillow shading. I didn't see any of that in there. High fluidity animation that's like poorly composed and just looks bad even if it's impressive. I didn't see any of that there. A little bit of that with the attack animation. It was just like the weakest looking punch in history. I mean, if Zen Intergalactic Ninja got a 7, then this only can get a 7 or a 6. I'll say 7. You probably are. It's a pretty intuitive term. Sound, I don't know. This just wasn't that good. I don't remember anything. Wait. Yes, 7 is fine. I recall not being blown away by the music. I also recall there being really funny like brrrt noises when you hit enemies, so that's good. Fun. It wasn't not fun. Was it less fun than Circus Caper? Yes. Yes. Just barely, but it was. Atmosphere. What atmosphere? So, all right, here's the review. Those who know me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just want to scroll down just a little bit, please. Those who know me are aware I have a pretty strong bias against the Amiga and against microcomputer games in general. So I'm as surprised as you are that I found Wolfchild relatively fun, all things considered. This makes me think there are other Amiga ports and Amiga adjacent games that I would, in fact, genuinely enjoy. But at the end of the day, what does this have going for it? There's a super mode that's easy to lose early in the game. Then late in the game, you're basically always the wolf. And no mistakes you make matter. But then if you lose the wolf, you're essentially exactly as strong as when you... A hidden gem! That's good. As you were with it, because your rate of fire plummets in wolf form. So nothing matters. You fight the same 5 or so enemies endlessly. And I got through the entire game without even realizing there was a screen clearing bomb. So the gameplay itself is not going to win any awards. On the other hand, it was relatively nice looking And since it was so easy for me, that's a Dota thing where you go easy for me. I might have to do that, boot blacking, because that game will actually cause nausea. It didn't wear out its welcome. I'm surprised. Maybe I don't hate the Amiga after all. Remember I said this. Remember that on December 13th, 2021, I was like, maybe the Amiga's all right. Because I feel like I'm gonna eat those words. Yeah, clueless. The Wolfchild, not bad.